I'm Nicole Naomi. It's my YouTube channel where we talk about motherhood, self-care, and all things lifestyle. And today we're celebrating 100 subscribers and 36 weeks pregnant. We are officially 9 months and it could happen any day now. So stay tuned. So a little backstory. I started a YouTube channel when I was 25 years old back in 2011. So if your math is not funny, that means I'm 38 now in 2024. And at the time, I used my webcam on my laptop, which was not so wonderful, but it was the early days of influencers, or what we know now as influencers. So I thought I'd jump on the wave then and never stuck with it because it just wasn't good. There was no equipment and ring lights and all these fancy things that we know now. But today, obviously technology has changed, and obviously I'm at a much different place in my life 13 years later, where I am a first-time mother, a millennial woman, a boy mom, all the wonderful checklist things. And I felt like I think I should share my pregnancy experience from a very honest and transparent point of view. And also, once I actually have the baby, and what works for me, what works for him, what doesn't, what foods I make, what activities I do, and there's a lot of different pointers that come along with being a new mom. I've mentioned in previous videos that this will be my only child because I don't have any intention on having children or giving birth to anybody in my 40s. I just really don't. It's a lot. And I do plan on pouring a lot of myself and my boyfriend into, well, he also plans, you know what I mean, into our son. With that said, when I started this channel, I had 92 subscribers. I had posted videos randomly, like probably once every few years, and I already had 92 subscribers. And since I started posting in June of this year, for the last 3 months or 4 months of my pregnancy, I have gained about 8 to 10 new followers, which put me over the 100 subscriber mark. So my milestones with my channel, obviously 100, 500, 1,000, and then, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. But I do appreciate my growing community. I mean, obviously I'm not, flying off the charts with growth, but every subscriber counts. And I love you dearly from the bottom of my heart. And I'm very glad that you're actually on this journey with me. I had no intention of sharing this at all because it hasn't been the fairy tale, unicorn roses pregnancy experience. But I have managed to stay very positive and keep my head above water and, really put things into perspective that the biggest joy I'm probably ever going to feel in my life is going to be here soon. So again, thank you for rocking with me. Hopefully we grow even more and can share even more and enjoy each other and our new babies even more. So thank you so much. Now that I am 36 weeks, 9 months pregnant, all my life I thought it was 9 months and you have your baby, but apparently it's 10 months, so it's 40 weeks. And as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, my boyfriend's aunt is a maternity RN. Well, she's retired now, but she was for 39 years. And she let me know that you want to make it to 37 weeks. And anything after 37 weeks is, whenever the baby decides to show up. So my baby shower is next week, Saturday. I just want to make it to my baby shower and then he can come whenever he wants, to tell you the truth. But the fact that he's going to be here so soon, like I mentioned before in previous videos, I have been nesting. I have been, redecorating and decluttering my place for his, preparing for his arrival. But there's just a lot of information I've taken in from the baby classes I've shared with you guys, from tips and tricks and old wives' tales that I've learned from my mom, my aunties, my cousins, whoever has kids already. And it's just been very, just a lot to take in. And I have a very clear vision of how I want to do this motherhood thing, especially the first 90 days, or like the first three months, the first 6 months, the first year, when it comes to breastfeeding or nursing or making food, or my village and who I want him around and how often I want him outside and all these different things I think about. Obviously his vaccine series at the pediatrician, and pediatrician I still haven't found yet, and all these different things that are just, scrambling all over. I do plan on sharing all of this, obviously, recommendations or, on my channel as well, because I do believe in transparency and I do believe in being helpful and informative. So, a big thing for me, very big thing. As I mentioned before, I am a millennial. I was born in 1986. I'm 38 years old, and I do believe in raising children with an iron fist, but there's also a side of me that is like, they're kids, relax. And also, if an adult crossed you, you would not respond to them the same way you would if a child crossed you, which to me is reason enough to not torture your children. I mean, shout out to you if that's how you raise your kids. But for me, I'm like, listen, you get a fresh start. You get to start from the beginning. You get to raise your child how you see fit, which some people have controversial things that, their business and their house. Or as me and my best friend would always say, whatever's going on in the world is their business. As for me and my house, this is how I do things here. I firmly believe in well-behaved children, well taken care of children, well-mannered and respectable children, children that listen and pay attention. And obviously tantrums come because that's the nature of human beings, because adults throw tantrums too, by the way. And I understand that, obviously, but I'm also very big on being able to be around other people and not be like a pain in someone's side. Like if I leave him with my dad or my sister or my mom or my boyfriend's brother, or he's not like these unruly kids that just don't, I cannot take kids that don't listen. But hey, if you raise your kids that way and it works for you, shout out to you. But as for me, I'm very, very big on education. And I do firmly believe that education starts in the home. So since we are in fact on the home stretch of this pregnancy, like I did mention, I am 36 weeks, so it could happen any day now. I have been reading a lot of baby books to my son at nights before I go to bed. And I just believe in early learning, early education, early activities, motor skill development, sensory activities. I know everyone loves iPads for children. And although I am not against iPads for children, because there are many educational things that children can learn from whatever programming they watch on their iPad, I don't like iPad addictions where parents just throw the iPad at the kid to make them stop crying. I don't have a kid yet. He's not here yet, so I don't know if I will be that mother, but I have no intention of being that mother. No shade to mothers who are like that, because I understand nobody wants to hear a kid cry, especially toddlers. However, I do plan on talking to my kid a lot, question and answer a lot, critical thinking, making him use his context clues and deductive reasoning from an early age. I do plan on watching that development of my son from a very young age to raise a very self-assured, confident, eloquent young man that can articulate himself well and, express himself well, retain information well. Like all the things I think about when it comes to an intelligent individual. It could have been a daughter too if I had a daughter, but all of the things I plan on doing to make sure that my son is the best version of myself is my approach to parenting. So hopefully with the subscribers I have now, I love you guys dearly, and any new subscribers that may come across this video, I would love your feedback or how you parent your children and what you do with your kids that you see is working or what's not working. What companies are you buying things from? Because I love Every, so stay tuned because I really like that company and that brand and their toys and stuff. Just drop down in the comments and let me know what's working for you, what's working for your kids. What have you noticed? What developments, what improvements have you been working on? If you also pour yourself into your children like that and believe that education starts in the home. Again, cheers to 100 subscribers. I love you guys dearly. I can't wait for this community to grow and get stronger for longer. So I'll talk to y'all in my next video.